What's up, guys? Thanks for joining another episode of Fantasy Football Wrap-Up. I'm your host, Scott Plant, tonight with my boy Tyler.
How's it going?
Sorry, guys, we missed you last week for week 2. I had a little accident. We kind of broke the ankle, so we had to miss last week. So we apologize, but we're back for week 3. We're going to do waiver wire pickups. Not waiver wire pickups. I'm sorry, I'm already rusty here.
Starts and sits.
Yeah, some sort of really important starts and sits: quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers.
Yeah.
So we're going to get right into it. These are guys you have to have in your lineups this week. We're not going to do the obvious people like David Johnson.
Yeah. He's not
Des Bryant, Brown,
Bell. You don't want
Bell,
Aaron Rodgers clearly in your lineup.
Gurley.
He's playing.
If I have to tell you to start those people, then
yeah,
you're in trouble. So we're going to go some off the rail guys that you have to have in your lineup based off matchups because they're just really good. They're about to go off. And starting right with Cam Newton. I know he was a little rusty kind of so far. Keep an eye on his health this week. It looks like he's going to be playing, but he has an amazing matchup against the Saints.
Sam Bradford almost 400 yards. Brady goes for 440. I mean, he should get 300 yards in this game. He should throw a couple touchdowns.
He should.
I love him this week.
Yep.
But if he doesn't do anything this week, just drop him off your teams because he's not going to do anything the rest of the year.
It's probably the worst pass defense in all of football.
It's probably the worst I've seen, honestly, in my lifetime.
I don't know about that. Cleveland was pretty bad last year, but it's a great matchup. If you have him, you're debating it, put him in. Another guy we got is Derek Carr.
Yep, definitely.
Against Washington. That defense is not. Carson Wentz lit them up. Goff had a good game. I know they lost, but he still had a decent game.
Yep.
Derek Carr should light them up.
They have Norman, but other than that, Michael Crabtree's the #1 fantasy wide receiver right now in fantasy football PPR leagues.
Right.
He had a monster game last week. I think he picks that up right into this week. I think he gets another touchdown this week.
Yep.
Carr's going to have at least 3 this week, I think. And watch Jared Cook. I think he gets 1 this week. So.
I agree. So Matt Stafford's another one we got.
Big game. Well, not big game.
He had a great game on Monday night.
It wasn't great fantasy. He just kind of...
He had a great game, and that was a big start on the road against a good Giants pass rush.
Where normally he gives you 9 guys. So normally he's given you 9 in the past, now he gave you 20-ish.
Right, he got 19 or 20 in most NFL leagues. But he's a nice start this week. He gets Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, he should do well. A couple other guys we got.
This is a surprise one. Surprise right here with Jay
Cutler.
Because that New York Jets team, just start every quarterback against them this year. I don't care if Simeon's playing them. I don't care if it's Goff. You play them against this team. This team is so bad defensively.
If you asked me a couple weeks ago, am I going to ever start Jay Cutler, I would have told you were out of your mind.
I totally agree with you.
He played really well, and he's got a great matchup.
If it wasn't, if Sleeves doesn't play, I may go to him.
He's been good in a 2-quarterback league. Matter of fact, in the 2-quarterback league, I think I just picked him up this week.
I would play him in a
2-quarterback league. I dropped Torrey and I picked up Cutler.
Good pickup.
Kirk Cousins for the first time, I think we're gonna like this week.
Yeah. I hated him in the other 2 weeks. We were really high on him coming in.
Yeah.
He kind of disappointed, and I think everyone out there knows that.
Yeah.
Terrell Pryor, Crowder, himself, they've all disappointed. Jordan Howard's been a joke.
At least he's been on the field though.
Yeah, well, how much production is he giving? He gives you more production when he's injured than right now.
I just think that offense is going to need time to gel. It's a lot of new moving parts. I think this week against that Oakland defense, it's not really that great.
It's going to be a shootout. That's why I think it's going to happen.
So
both defenses are going to get assaulted.
The Jets did well against them last week. I think that's going to be a good. Oakland's going to win, but so we like Cousins. Those are 5 guys we think you have to have in your lineup.
Must starts this week.
Trust us, start them. Here's the guys to stay away from, and there might be some guys on here you're kind of surprised with.
I know a lot of people like the first guy on our list.
Right, the first 2 guys on our list.
He's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL, but you cannot play Marcus Mariota this week.
Nope.
He might not have Murray.
No.
Corey Davis is probably out.
Yep.
He's just losing people left and right.
He hasn't played well this year.
It's Seattle, who their tight end's going to get Earl Thomas.
Right.
Sherman's just going to play that side of the field.
Yeah, Sherman's a little dinged up, but still.
It doesn't matter. That defense is going to... It would surprise me if they score 17 points, to be honest with you, in this game. Yeah. So, I just sit Marcus Mariota with this.
I agree. Jameis Winston I got against Minnesota, too. That's another bad one.
Minnesota's defense, I thought they were going to suck this year, but, they came out and...
I thought they were going to be okay. Their numbers against the pass don't look that great, but they did play Drew Brees, who threw a lot of garbage time yards. Yeah. That's a tough defense. You don't normally typically score well. So, I don't like Jameis Winston this week, and he didn't have a good game last week.
No.
So
This guy should not be owned in any leagues, any formats.
he should be dropped.
everything.
This next guy.
If you have a 2-quarterback league, go pick Brian Hoyer up for this guy. Eli Manning does not deserve a roster
He's
spot.
horrible.
He was so bad last night.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham only played like 20
couple nights
snaps. Yeah, you're right. I'm still sleeping. But Eli Manning has Odell Beckham on the field only for about 20 snaps, and he targets him when he's on the field. He comes off the field. Brandon Marshall quits on every route he runs. Sterling Shepard doesn't even want to be on the team.
No,
I mean, Evan Ingram's the only one that tried on that team.
Yeah.
We'll get to him later on,
Yeah.
but like, if you own Eli Manning, you're pissed.
They want to go deep down the field all the time. The offensive line can't block. He's not a guy you want to own.
Oh, 100%.
And neither is Andy Dalton.
No, you're right. AJ Green is screwing me, and I'm holding out, hoping for a good game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're coming. Andy Dalton looks lost. He looks like deer in the headlights right
I got
now.
more faith that Dalton turns around than Eli Manning.
100%. But I don't know. That's just because of the health of AJ Green.
It's just not going to... They play Green Bay this week. I know Green Bay's got some people that are down, but... Rodgers is still going to... They're going to be playing with the lead, probably. I think Cincinnati's going to have to throw a lot. Normally, that would be good. But with no running game, they're going to double and triple AJ. He's going to force it to him. And then when he doesn't throw it to him, he's going to throw it into the seats like he did last week.
Yeah.
Stay away. He
Andy
hasn't figured it out
Dalton
yet.
4th down and like 6, and decides instead of giving somebody a shot to score a touchdown,
He's
to
into the
airmail it
stands.
into the stands.
Like, not where the coaches are, but in the
Like,
stands.
Jesus.
God. Now, the next guy, we don't like...
It's
here,
up in
that
the
one.
air because he could have a good game. I just don't see it happening because
Yeah.
it's on the road.
And he's struggling. That's Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
We think you should bench Russell Wilson this week if you have another alternative.
Another quarterback that's killing his receivers' value right now.
I'd be starting Matthew Stafford over Russell Wilson right now.
Oh, 100%. Matthew Stafford is one of the better ones this week.
You know what I mean? So, he hasn't found his rhythm yet. Jimmy Graham got a little dinged up, although it's just an ankle. I think he still plays.
Yeah.
Baldwin really hasn't done well. Lockett hasn't done much. It looks like they're kind of figuring out their running back situation.
I'm telling you, we're going to get to Carson later on, but like he got 20 carries.
You get 20
They're
carries.
going to start running the ball.
Ball's got 5. They're already done with Lacey.
Yep, and if you look at Carson, he's a big power back.
Yeah.
He's going to handle the workload. I see him being the starter going forward.
I like Russell Wilson going down the road later on.
Yeah, when it gets a little bit down the...
After about week 6, week 7, when they kind of figure out what they are.
Yeah.
Where they can run, do play action, and go down the field.
Exactly. The running game is going to set the play action up down the line.
Yeah,
but there's no running game before this. They should have had Carson as the number 1 back since day 1.
Yep.
And he's going to get it now. 20 carries last week. He's moving in.
Yep. Stay away from Russell Wilson this week. All right, running backs. What do you get for number 1 here?
We get Carlos Hyde right here. I love his matchup this week. I hate Thursday night starters. Don't get me wrong. I didn't even want to play AJ Green last week. Shouldn't have. But
it's a bad product on the field. All players don't play well.
The Rams haven't been well against the run.
No.
Was it? Did they play Washington?
They played Washington.
Yeah, Chris Thompson took like 2 carries for touchdowns. Two of his 3 carries were touchdowns.
I think he had 3 carries for 77 yards.
And 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then he caught a couple.
Yep.
I don't know. I think you're going to find the end zone with Carlos Hyde this week.
Yeah.
I think see him about 65, 70 yards.
And he
finds the end zone. He catches the ball a couple times.
He really looks good in the first 2 games. Last week against, I believe it was Carolina. He looks really good. I think he has a big game.
Healthy for the first time. And that's a big thing with him. He's never been healthy this He's always banged up in training camp with ankles. He looks good.
He looks good. You know what's good this week is the Crow.
Yeah, doesn't look good any other week. This week, though, start the Crow.
He had 2 hard matchups. This week he gets Indy.
Finally,
he's a great matchup for you. All right,
100%.
We like also James White against Houston, which you wouldn't think that's a good matchup against Houston, but like we told you before, the Patriots against good defense, they're going to throw a lot of balls in the back.
Especially with the injury that Gronk may not play. We haven't heard anything yet, but if he doesn't play, that's even more. They're going to use him in the slot, in the backfield.
Hogan dinged up his leg. Amendola, we don't know yet. I think they're going to throw a ton of balls to Burkhead and James White. I think James White has another.
I think he gets 7 for 70.
Maybe
probably gives you 25, 30 yards rushing as well.
Yeah, I think James White's a great start this week, and of course my boy too, Tariq Cohen.
Oh, I love Cohen.
Waiver wire pickup on week 1 I grabbed. I think Jordan Howard. I'm not sure if he's going to play this week. He had his arm in a sling, according to a few reports. So. I don't know. He makes me nervous. I'm not sure if he's playing or not. Either way, I think Cohen is the guy in that offense to play this week.
Yeah.
You know?
I love Cohen this week. I mean, I own Jordan Howard. I just traded him in a if he's not out for the year trade.
Yep.
But Cohen is one of these guys that is the pass catcher, theoretic back type.
Yep.
I just like pass catching running backs in an offense, and they got the veteran in there. It might be different if Trubisky was their starter.
Yeah.
But right now you got, Cohen's probably going to get you 5-6 catches. Probably going to run for 50 yards. If he's the starter, I mean, what else do you really want?
And he's playing Pittsburgh. I forgot who it was. I had to look it up. So he's playing Pittsburgh too. So that's a high-scoring team. They're going to score a lot of points on Chicago. Again, Chicago's going to be throwing the ball. Wouldn't be surprised if you see a Mitch
Chicago's
Trubisky
going to be
sighting.
losing every single game.
Right.
They're going to be losing all the time.
Trubisky's coming in here pretty soon. I kind of predicted early about the third week. I think that's where he's going to come in there. And even if he doesn't, they're going to throw all the time. Turner was a good start. And so was Lamar Miller this week.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but I was right. I know we didn't get to do the video last week, but, Kareem Hunt, he's pretty good. Kareem Hunt's pretty good. I think we found that out.
Lamar Miller to Kareem Hunt.
I'm just saying. And then last week, Alvin Kamara lit us up.
Yep.
This week, it's going to be Lamar Miller. So anytime you're facing the Patriots,
start the running backs. They can't cover the backs out of the backfield. Their linebackers are weak. Although Hightower's playing this week, it's going to make
he's on the edge. He's not even covering.
He couldn't stop Hunt, and neither could anybody else. And what was that wrong on him? Kamara lit us up. Those pass-catching running backs.
And Lamar Miller does everything. He's going to get a touchdown.
He's going to have a good week. Yep.
Yeah, this might be his 120-point week of the year.
Right. Now I'll tell you who not to start this week. And there's some names here that are kind of surprising me. You got to stay away from DeMarco Murray this week against
100%.
Seattle.
You don't even know if he's playing yet.
Yeah.
And he got out-touched by Henry anyways. I know he left with an injury, but...
He left with a hamstring injury, which is what he had in preseason.
But the reports are they're trying to make Henry get more majority of the carries now. So that would mean he's the starter. Regardless, they're not going to rush Murray back.
I think it's a two-person committee there, and with him hurt, his numbers are going to go down. Henry's going to go up. Henry's been
way more successful in his attempts. Yeah. So
I don't like either guy this week against Seattle, but I really don't like DeMarco Murray.
No, DeMarco Murray's out.
If DeMarco Murray shows you a 15-point projection or even higher if you're in other leagues like ours,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Trade him if you can.
Yeah. And don't do Mark Ingram this week either. We don't like Mark Ingram this week.
Yeah, I know. That's a bad matchup because that's going to be a shootout in our opinion. Right. I mean, I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. There's no room for Ingram. It's Kamara. Start Kamara in that game if you want to look for one.
I agree. Stay away from Ingram. C.J. Anderson against Buffalo. I know he had the monster game.
Don't fall in love with it. I traded for him. I got him as a throw-in in a trade. Yep. But at the same time, he got 30 points, but he had 13 the first week. But that's because he scored a touchdown.
Right.
He's going to get you 8 points, 9 points. He's not going to be a touchdown a week like everyone's thinking.
He is not going to be 20 to 30.
And he's going to be hurt eventually.
Yes.
So
that's his knock.
So just stay away from him this week. It's a good defense they're facing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Buffalo. I think
Buffalo.
It's at Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken.
It's at Buffalo.
That's rough. Don't play him.
I know Buffalo's not a great team, but that defense up there, it's tough to play up there. We struggle up there.
Oh, yeah, it's tough.
Simeon's going to have a hard time up there. The ball does funny things. It's a real windy, it's an old stadium. I think he struggles.
I know in New England this weekend it's supposed to rain, so I don't know about the Buffalo area.
Yeah. And it's really weird the way the wind comes through that stadium where it's set. It's a bad matchup, and so isn't Bly Powell.
Yeah, Bly Powell. Boy, was every single analyst wrong on this guy,
including us.
Like we thought this guy was a given, and you guys know. And then, a couple people told us we were retarded for saying it, but they were right. So I mean,
we thought in PPR he would get, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6
9
catches
snaps
a week.
last week.
Yeah, he was 9
snaps out of 60.
He was good, and it's regardless of who they're playing. They could be playing Indy, Cleveland. I mean, they're playing Miami, who's been really well. Yeah. But regardless of who that matchup is, you got to sit him until he figures it out. Yeah, and they go away from Matt Forte.
Oh, 100%.
That's the problem.
Yep.
All right, and Dalvin Cook, we don't like that much this week.
I don't like Dalvin Cook this week because he's got a tough matchup. They were really good last week against the run, that Tampa Bay team.
They're tough.
And it's on the road, too, I'm pretty sure.
Joe McCoy, Chris Baker, they're tough up front.
They got Quan Alexander. They got
Davis.
David, what is his name? The other guy.
I can't remember his first name.
I can't remember. Levante David.
Levante David.
That guy's pretty good.
Yeah. They're really good defensively, that team.
That's a solid team defensively. So just, if you can stay away from him, if you got to play him, just don't expect anything.
That's correct. I know some of you are going to play him.
He might get you 80 yards. He's not scoring, though, in this game.
Correct.
He might have 22 carries for 80 yards or something like that.
That is correct.
So just try to stay away from him as much as you can.
Yep, that's correct. Martavius Bryant's a guy you should start.
Yep.
Now looking at the wide receivers. He gets Chicago this week. Mike Evans lit them up last week, and
he had a big game last week too. What's his name? Brian. Yeah. I like him for a deep touchdown this week, 60-yarder, 40 to 60.
I think him and Antonio Brown both light that team up this week. Yep. which is why I think Trubisky's in there, which is why Cohen's a good start, and Bryant's right there with him.
Yeah.
And not Tate Diggs. I don't know where that one came from. Stephon Diggs is going to make a comeback this week. He was slow last week. We think Bradford's going to come back.
Yeah,
right?
that's what this is contingent on, is Bradford playing this week. So make sure Bradford's in the lineup before you put him in, because if he's not in the lineup, it's not a good start.
Right.
But no, I love Diggs this week. I think he finds the end zone as well in that game.
Yeah, and Bradford is the key right there. So
Bradford's going to target him like 20 times in this game if he's playing.
I agree. Devontae Parker against the Jets too.
Scores this week.
Yeah, I think he had 9 targets last week. He just didn't catch a few of them. But I think he has a much bigger.
He's going to have 9-ish targets
role
again, but he's going to have 57 to 70 yards, and he's going to score a touchdown. This week.
Against these teams like the Jets that he's playing, he's really going to like these.
Again, these aren't guys that are must starts either.
Right.
So that's why I keep saying the 70-yard range or something like that.
Right.
If you have Antonio Brown and you need me to tell you to start him, then
you're not sitting those guys. Those guys are obvious, but these guys are your wide receiver 3s, your flexes. A lot of them are your flexes. With do I play this guy? That guy I can only play one.
Yeah.
We're telling you the one you should play.
This is why I say this, because Rashard Higgins is the guy that you go pick up.
Yes, and for those of you that don't know, we'll talk about Higgins later on in the week too, but Rashard Higgins from Cleveland.
The 11 targets last week.
For those of you that don't know, Corey Coleman, again, broke his hand. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. There's no other receivers. Higgins got 11 targets last week, and guys, wide receivers, it's about the targets.
Oh, yeah. He's going to catch 7 of them a game, so what's wrong with that?
If you're debating a guy and one guy gets 4 targets and one guy gets 11, you take the guy that gets 11.
If you're a guy that has Chris Hogan in your flex, play Rashard Higgins over him because Higgins is on the field healthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just go with him.
I would go Higgins over Hogan this week.
Me too.
Matchup is...
It's good. It's good. Indianapolis is not covering anyone.
No.
You know what I mean? So I like Higgins.
He should be 6 to 8 catches this week for 80 yards, which is a decent game. I'm not sure if he gets in the end zone, but
your favorite
we'll have to wait and see. My boy that I have on my team is J.J. Nelson.
Love J.J. Nelson.
John Brown is hurt again. He was out last week.
He's not ever coming
I picked up J.J. Nelson. I didn't start him because I started Cohen and I started Cooper Kupp. Nelson went off an out week for 26. He had a monster game, 5 for 120.
He's catching another touchdown. He's going with another
back-to-back touchdowns.
He's going 3. I'm calling that right now. He's going 3.
He gets Dallas. Dallas just got eaten up by Trevor Siemian.
Oh yeah.
Not that Palmer's,
he's kind of one of those Emmanuel Sanders type receivers.
Very similar, yeah.
So that's the guy that's going to be successful in this game. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think Fitzgerald's a start in this.
Yeah.
Do not start Fitzgerald in this game.
No,
he's one of our sets.
Nelson and Higgins are probably on your free agent
wires right now. We'll talk about them later on in the week.
If they are, you need to get a claim in for these guys and keep an eye on John. If John Brown comes down, Nelson's value goes down. I probably don't like him as much, but John Brown's always in and out. You might not even bother with John Brown. Just keep Nelson in your lineup, and anytime John Brown doesn't play, I think you get a solid flex player.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Now there's some guys that sit with some big names on here. Starting with Alshon Jeffrey.
Oh, you gonna start with Jeffrey?
You want to start with Fitzgerald too? Either way.
I just already said Fitzgerald, so Fitzgerald don't play him. You guys know he's just been targeted, but he's not catching anything. He couldn't catch a cold right now.
No,
so,
and honestly, Jerron Brown got more targets than he did. And
it's
so
honestly sad to me because I'm such a Fitzgerald fan.
Me too.
Just seeing him decline is just
he's
hard.
just at the end of his career.
That's
and
what it is.
So wasn't Palmer. It's a struggling offense to watch.
Oh, it is. Especially without you see how important David Johnson is when you watch the game without David Johnson.
Yep.
Boy, do they miss him.
Yeah.
So don't play Fitzgerald.
And Alshon Jeffrey, I would if we did a video last week, I would have told you not to start him as well because he drew Josh Norman, and a lot of other people thought this way. He ended up having a great game.
Was his touchdown on blown coverage? I didn't see that.
I didn't see the touchdown.
I didn't see his touchdown. He scored one.
I just don't like that matchup this week against the Giants. I think it's very, very difficult. They got a good pass rush. I think they're going to cause a lot of problems for Wednesday.
They should be getting Janoris Jenkins back this week, too.
They should, yes.
The Giants should have Jenkins back this week.
Yeah, I know Stafford just lit them up, but I don't think that's something that's going to happen a lot. Well, he didn't light them up, but he only passed for a couple hundred. But
yeah,
he got lucky on a couple of deep balls, and he should have been picked off a few times.
Hey, maybe Nelson Aguilar, if you guys need a free agent guy, he might be out there.
He might
go try him. He might catch another deep touchdown for you. He's got like 2 touchdowns in 2 games.
Yeah, you never know. And there's another guy that we really liked a lot, but in the struggling offense right now is Jay Crowder.
Oh yeah,
they just can't seem to figure it out.
We didn't put him on here, but lump Terrell Pryor in with this. Don't start Pryor.
I agree.
I just don't like the receiving core this week.
No, I know it's Oakland. I know it's a shootout. I just don't think.
And I know it sounds counterintuitive because we have Cousins on our start list.
Right.
But this is a Jordan Reed game for me.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree. Well, I don't think anybody's going to really do good in that offense. I think it's just going to be dinking around.
And it's Chris Thompson and
Jordan
Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed is going to do it right. Yeah,
That's
and
what
I think
I
Chris
think
Thompson
this
really is going to become a bigger part of that offense.
Yeah.
That really seemed to work well. I
He
mean,
was a big part last year too. A lot of
was.
people don't know that.
Yeah,
he
he
actually
was.
was a very consistent, like 13
Yep.
to 15 a week.
I agree. Another guy I really like a lot that I don't want to play this week against the Rams on Thursday night is Pierre Garcon. He struggled last week a little bit. And it's Thursday night. Thursday night, guys, when you watch your guys play on Thursday night, it's not a good product.
Every person out there that had AJ Green got to see how awesome it was to watch him play. I'm being
Seriously.
sarcastic right now.
And don't look at the Thursday night game in week 1 with Pats and the Chiefs. That's week 1.
Yeah, that's week 1.
It's all the other weeks where you come out from Sunday and you got to play in 4 days. Your
Yeah.
bodies don't recoup. It's not a good product. Your
Yeah.
players don't perform like they normally do. I would stay away from Pierre Garcon and your flex. Jeremy Maclin's another guy too. He's a little bit dinged up.
That's the
so
only
be
reason
careful.
why, because I think he could score a touchdown if he's healthy. But I don't see him being healthy. He looked what is it?
He had a shoulder
shoulder injury. So and that's he's one of the people that's a possession receiver.
He always has injuries. He doesn't play through pain very often.
So you know he's a guy you just don't play this. Just don't do it.
Yeah. If he plays, I don't think he does much anymore.
And he doesn't have a good matchup because Jackson. He's gonna get Jalen Ramsey, who's a physical corner.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get jammed on the line. Who knows? His shoulder could get hurt in the first. Last thing you want to
Yeah.
see is what all the Jordan Howard people see.
Right.
1.6 points, he leaves the game.
That's correct.
You don't want to see that.
That's
so
correct.
just
And
stay away from that.
Yeah, and you wasted a spot when you could have put in Rashard Higgins or a J.J. Nelson in that spot and been much more productive.
Oh, definitely.
You know, so let's look at some tight ends. Give me some tight ends.
We're going to go with your favorite one.
My boy.
Evan Ingram is a must-own right now.
He really is.
In my opinion. Because he is going to get all these targets in this offense because Eli Manning can't throw the ball more than 4 yards down.
You know who owns him? I do.
Yeah, you do. You know who dropped him? Me. I drafted him. He was my only tight end I drafted. Yeah. I was like, oh, I like him.
Yeah.
And then someone dropped Fleener, so I picked up Fleener in the matchup against New England.
Yeah, and I scooped him right, and I kept him on my bench just until he started getting better, and he looks really good. It looks like in that offense, which is a joke and a mess.
Don't get us wrong. We're not condoning owning any of them except for Odell.
Right.
But
this is the guy to own right now because Manning throws to him a lot. Now he missed him. One of Manning's picks yesterday was to him, but it was behind him. He had to make a circus catch.
He should have had 2 touchdowns tonight.
He just missed the other touchdown. He could have had a big game. He gets a lot of targets. Manning's going a ton. So he's the guy to own in that offense. Your other tight end looks good this week too, Austin Hooper.
Yeah, I like him this week. Maybe scores a touchdown. I think he goes about 6 catches for 70 yards this week.
Yeah, he's got Detroit.
That's what I mean.
It's the middle of the pack against the tight end, so they should do well.
They let Ingram go off on them yesterday.
They did.
He should have gone off. I'm sorry, he didn't really go off, but he should have gone off. He should have had 20-something points.
Yeah, he should have.
So I definitely like him this week.
Yep. Jason Witten I like this week too.
Yep,
He's been going off back-to-back weeks.
He goes for a third one. He's going to get another touchdown.
Don't let it fool that he's playing Arizona. Arizona's not that great against tight ends, so don't be fooled by that. Zach Ertz, we've been telling you since the beginning. He's a good. You get him, you play him all the time. This shouldn't even be a question. He's a great start against the Giants. And Jack Doyle.
Jack Doyle is a sneaky one only because he's
Yeah.
playing Cleveland. There's no defense there.
But if he's on the free agent wire, you might want to pick him up because when Luck comes
back, he's
likes
a
to go to
valuable
tight end.
player.
Guys, Jack Doyle catches. He had 8 targets in the first game, caught 7. Last week he had 7 targets, caught 6. He catches it when it's thrown to him.
Yeah.
Right? And Luck likes to go to him. This week it's a great matchup, so use him anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Some guys to stay away from, Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, this is just, he's too banged up to play right now.
He wasn't banged up in the first week. That whole Seattle offense is disgusting. It's just a mess right
Russell
now.
Wilson, like, I can't stand the people that want to just be like, oh, Russell Wilson's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Why do you say that? I just want to know why people say. You can leave it in the comments and let us know why he's a top 5 quarterback.
Right.
Every time I watch it, I see him overthrowing people.
Yep.
Missing Baldwin wide open underneath.
Yeah, it's just a mess right now.
It's 3rd and 2 and he sits there and he tries to dance in the park and he throws it away. Like, what is the point?
And the thing with Jimmy Graham, he's probably going to play this week, but he's got an ankle similar to Odell. He's not going to be very productive. Another guy we don't like to see was Delania Walker.
Yeah, that whole Tennessee team this is a trend.
Yeah.
Just don't play Tennessee against Seattle this week.
I agree. It's not a good matchup. Your boy though, Colby Fleener.
He's on my team in my lineup. I'm going to start him against my list here.
Right.
Do not start him though. I'll probably pick someone up during the week.
You don't have many options either at this point. All the guys that we like are already gone.
Carolina's really good against the tight ends.
They are.
They were last year. They're good this year against them. Just stay away from Fleener. He's
Yep.
one of these guys you don't really want.
Same with Tyler Eifert. He's already hurt again. He's already got a back issue.
Injuries is why he's out. But Green Bay is the hardest team to throw to the tight end.
You need to go pick up Jack Doyle or Evan Ingram and replace him with Tyler Eifert and Marty Bennett. Stay away from this week.
Stay away from him. We've told you this the whole offseason.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers never utilizes his tight ends. All this hype about, he could be a top 3 tight end.
Yep.
No, he can't be.
Nope.
Because he has Aaron Rodgers. He's going straight to Jordy Nelson, Cobb, and Adams.
Yep.
And now Ty Montgomery.
Yep.
So definitely just stay away from him too.
Yeah, I agree. So that's it. We got tight ends. We're not going to do defenses, kickers. Most of you don't even pay attention to those anyway. So these are the trades I get in my league.
This is stupid.
I get Corey Davis for Aaron Rodgers. Like, these are the trades I get, and sometimes it's so frustrating. But anyway, he probably just did that as a joke.
Yeah, he knows that was definitely a joke.
So, all right, guys, that's what we got for starts and sits. Hit us up on the comments of any questions, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.